What's going on, everybody? So yeah, how do you demo a power amp pedal? I asked myself that question. How am I going to make that work? So I'm having my morning coffee and I'm just thinking, how am I going to make that work? It's just got a volume knob. It gets louder. I mean, really, did you expect anything else to happen when you turn a volume knob up? No. All right, so let me go over this awesome pedal for the price is worth it just for the fucking artwork. I mean, Jesus, artwork is awesome. But the jamming you just heard, there was no amp. There was no tubes. There was no nothing. It was 3 pedals by This Heavy Earth. The signal chain went the power amp, and then, well, I guess we should go back from the guitar, right? I use my signature Deviant Linchpin 6-string. Ask for it by name. Dude will hook you up. Hey, look what the kids got me. Look at that. That's right. Some fucks in my comment section could use that advice. Just kidding, I love my trolls as much as the other guys. Some are actually pretty fucking funny. Alright, so I got sidetracked by coffee. Alright, so my signature Deviant guitar, that was going into the Luis Torres Darkwrench Overdrive / boost pedal. It's kind of a little of both. It's kind of a weird universe that it lives in. Very cool pedal. Can't wait for the actual version to come out. So I'm using the we think what we're doing version, which is going to be different. The actual version's a little different. There's a couple things have changed on it that are for the better. That's going into the F80 preamp pedal. That was a super limited run. I think they only made like 10 of them, maybe 8 of them, something like that. I can't remember. But man, that thing's a lot of fucking fun. Thrash in a box. That's what I call it. Thrash box. All right. That's what they should have named it. Thrash Box 20. Yeah, the pun jokes. And then this. This is what we're here to talk about. All right. This is the power amp by This Heavy Earth. And I think it's called the Power Trip, even though it says Power Amp on it. You know what? I'm really dumb, in case you didn't know. And let's with any luck. Son of a bitch. Yeah, I know you guys didn't come here to see me fuck with my phone, but it's called the Higher Power. There we go. Okay? So let's talk about what you can do different if you're still hanging on to this very disheveled video, because I really struggled with how the hell to do a demo of a pedal I wanted to, because I think that if you're like me, I travel in a semi-truck. I'm in and out of places all the time. I can shove this and a couple other pedals in my gig bag, and I've basically got an amp set up. Someone has a cab. Let's face it, if you're playing anywhere, people mic shit up anyway. But this does get extremely loud. I used it with 9 volt. I used it with 12 volt. I used it with 18 volt and 24 volt. The only real difference is volume and headroom. Every time you move up in voltage, you get a little more volume and you get a little more headroom. The most volume and the most headroom was obviously at 24 volts. Do not, I don't know if you can get these anymore. I think they're all gone. But if they are still available, do not hook it up to your daisy chain, because it will just not behave well. I mean, it will work, but when you hook up an independent power source, even if it's just a regular bus stomp pedal power source, it's just better. I mean, it shouldn't be, because especially now when you have all these daisy chains that run really clean, but she's a finicky bitch. But if you do it right, she'll treat you right. Sort of like your mom. All right, so, and if you don't believe me, ask him. I'll go, does the fat man treat you okay? She's like, shh, don't say that around your dad. All right, but yeah, I think it's awesome. But look at the artwork. Even if you don't need a power amp pedal, you need that fucking artwork on a pedal. That's just so cool. It's a fucking badass pedal. And it's by a badass builder. Shay over at This Heavy Earth, he's not just an awesome builder. Like, the dude is a legit good guy. I mean, hell, he's donating a Crucifixion version 2. Or was it the other one? No, it was a Crucifixion version 2. He's donating that to the 12 Petals of Christmas giveaway. That's pretty badass. And just so y'all know, this did not get sent to me by Shay. I bought my pedal. And even if he did send it to me, there's a reason why a lot of companies don't work with me. It's because I have an opinion and I don't give a fuck what they think. I am fair. If I'm having a hard time with something, I will reach out and be like, hey, I filmed this demo and it's just fucking horrible. Am I doing something wrong? And oddly enough, that happened with Shay. I reached out to him. I was like, the particular pedal, it's like, something ain't right. And of course, instead of blaming it on me, he was like, I'm going to go check it out and see if I can recreate what you did. And for the situation I was using it in, the pedal is a problem. So he's redesigning it, and I'm sending back my pedal. He's going to put the new design inside it, and we'll be off to the races. That's awesome. None for nothing. I've had to get hold of a shitload of companies like, this pedal is just not doing something it's supposed to do. And they blame the user every single time. Shay was like, I'm going to go check it out, see if I can recreate it. Because he was genuinely concerned, because obviously I'm not the only one that bought the pedal. And there was a flaw. And it could have been manufacturer. No one knows. I mean, it's literally within hours of me filming this is when this all came to kind of light. So, yeah. If that doesn't speak volumes for the man, like, how many companies do you know are like going to reach out to all their customers that bought one, so like, I need that back so we can get it fixed? Please do not talk about what a piece of shit it is online. It's a mistake. It happens. You know, every company runs into this problem, and more so the smaller builders, because they can't just throw away 100 pedals because something's messed up, you know? I mean, a lot of these guys are doing it like in their basements and stuff. And in my opinion, they're making far superior stuff. And when you're pushing boundaries forward and really getting the most of what you can get out of a pedal, you really need to make mistakes along the way. Because you're making mistakes because you're trying to do something that's been done, but not quite as good as you're trying to do it. It's facts, folks. Fat facts from your favorite fat guy. All right, yeah. But anyway. There you go, man. Check that sumbitch out. Yeah. This is an awkward video. I know it is, but it just has a volume knob. What the fuck do I do with that? You know, turn it up? I mean, at some point, the mic is just going to be like, stop! But you can't deny that those tones sound awesome. And I'm not doing a computer. Literally, this is my recording chain all the way from my hands. All right? Got me. Got the Linchpin guitar by Deviant Guitars. Check them out. That's going into the Luis Torres Darkwrench Overdrive boost pedal by This Heavy Earth, which is going into the F80 Preamp by This Heavy Earth, which is going into the Power Trip by This Heavy Earth. And that is going into my Monster 2x12 cab, and a Man of War by Eminence speaker is mic'd up with a Sennheiser E609. That's going directly into this camera. Right here. That is a Zoom Q8N 4K. I hit record. I hit stop. I take the SD card out. I put it in my cell phone, and I load it up to YouTube. Sometimes I'll take the ends off it where it shows me like just aimlessly sitting around being an idiot. But the audio you're hearing is literally untouched. It's what got captured. Sometimes I'm not good at miking. I'm still learning how to mic up a cab the best for certain situations. And now I've gotten it to where I literally have that mic taped to the to where it is, because it's the best sound I've heard, and I don't want to move it because I'm lazy. But whatever I got for a tone, you, using the same exact stuff at your house, should have no problem getting. which means you probably can either get a better tone if you're better at dialing this shit in than I am, or you can kind of get to where you need to go just using your own stuff. But you can't deny that this thing sounds good. It's a very clean source. And I like the fact that if you're going to do it in a bedroom, you just use a regular 9 volt, and it's, I think he said something like it's 8 watts or something like that when it's just being used with a 9 volt, and it can go up to 60 watts if you're using the 24 volt. And it's pretty loud. It's loud enough that you don't need it any louder to do anything practice-wise at home or whatever. And if you're going to a gig, you don't need a 100-watt amp because everybody mics their shit up. All right. Very cool. Y'all have a good one. As always, keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. And I keep telling you, but ain't nobody listening. Don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. For the love of Christ, hit the subscribe button, would you? Man. You know? If you guys just subscribe, I can have more stuff to demo because companies will take me a little more seriously. Granted, I'm very fortunate. The ones that deal with me know that I'm only out here to like check the stuff out, and I'm not here to like, you know, make people look bad or to make people look good when they're not doing a good job. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, you're seeing it usually as I'm trying it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, yeah, I get excited and I try it before I film it, but for the most part, you're seeing it the first time I use it. So yeah, if anything, at least I'm honest, right? Yes, sir. All right. Catch you in the next video. I've talked and rambled on long enough. Later.